Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. This is Table Hockey Global, the 5th episode of our podcast. Today we have Mikus Saulitis. Behind the camera there's Karlis Balodis, nobody sees him. Of course, for the first time in the English podcast we have Janis Kalnevics and the special guest. What's your name?
Raivis.
The Cobra.
Raivis the Cobra Miglinieks, exactly. So, Raivis, can you tell me? Can you please tell us the origin of your nickname, the Cobra?
Nickname.
Like nobody knows why you're the Cobra. What's up with that? Any words, Raivis?
Simply it's because of one of the persons which inspired of this usage of this word.
I think I know the person.
Yeah, and I think that's why I tried to use that exactly word.
So it's Andrew Tate. Do you know of Andrew Tate?
As the Andrew Tate is kind of controversial personality on the internet, how do you feel about this nickname for you in at least table hockey environment?
Oh well, sometimes when Raivis hits a very strong centrifuge, he like. So,
Does he really do that?
sometimes, but that's like a
Signature
like
move.
a joke.
Signature move.
A signature move.
You
Exactly.
should have a signature move, like do this or something like that, just to show off.
Celebration.
Yeah.
But it's not related to German TV series.
What TV series?
Cobra
Das
with
Cobra.
Highway Patrol.
Yes.
Samir Gekan and
Samir
other
Gekan,
who dies, but
Yeah.
Samir lives through
I
all
thought
the
that
all
it's from
series.
there.
No.
Those are just rumors, Mikus. So, but yeah, the Cobra himself said he's getting ready to the World Championships. He's quite in a good form. Today we played 3 best out of 7s. Raivis defeated me in the first series 4-2. And then I took the next 2 series in 6 and 7 games. It was quite a difficult training session with you this time. But yeah, Raivis is in very, very good shape for the upcoming World Championships. And it's a pity for Karlis that you couldn't. Karlis is still behind the camera. But still, yeah, Karlis couldn't qualify to from the Latvian Cup to the World Championship. Karli, what happened to you? What's up?
Fumbled in the playoff. That's what happened. I had actually a beautiful story lined up in this tournament. I played very well. I was practicing, but when I had against the player who also needed to get that place into the world team, Latvian team, I fumbled the playoff, lost 2-4, got into my head too much, and didn't change the game. So that's what happened. But that's life, and I'm already practicing for the European Championship and practicing for the next season. So
For the Europeans, so in 2026.
exactly.
But still, the European Championship country, the host country, is still yet to be determined because I think just nobody wants to host it. Maybe.
I was reading on Facebook. I think ITHF news that I think or in ITHF webpage that there are no organizers applying for next year's European Championship. So I think it's this is a good moment to endure the potential organizers.
I believe there is one organizer who would like to host the championships. But
For
it
example,
is
yeah.
kind of no thing now.
What do you mean?
I believe Russia should should give their ambitions to the committee, but I believe it's not possible actually. But they would Belarus.
The
Okay,
same,
Belarus.
yeah. But I think usually European Championships are in Riga, in Latvia, like 3 or 4 times. It was here,
So
yeah.
It was in 2012, 2014. It was in 2024. Any other year I'm missing? Maybe in 2010 was it?
So the problem is that there is no federation that is willing to host, right? That's sad.
I think the Czech guys should host it. Just heads up. Hi, check it.
Actually, if it would go back to Latvia one more time, it would be.
I have this pretty uniform from the Heb Table Hockey Club. I was there in the last weekend. I think it was May 17th or 18th. So they gave me a jersey, and I played for the team I pretty much played in the Czech national team championship. Oh, it was such a fun time for me. Oh my god. Anyways, but today we also have Mikus. Mikus is representing some other club, a Latvian club, Altona.
Yeah. I think watching this season's the results for this team, it's my favorite team after Inchkans, and I really enjoy to watch every tournament how they will manage. And Jakob Streitz, I think he's MVP for me this year. Beat 2 top 5 players in one tournament, and the next tournament play in second league in Latvia. Crazy, you guys are crazy. How?
Yeah, by the way, this is the real Jakob Streitz jersey. You can show the back. Yeah, it's Jakob's. Hi, Jakob. We wish to see you in a podcast very soon. But yeah, Raivis was first this time. Raivis, any predictions for the upcoming World Championships? What do you think? I heard that Ronnie Nutunen is also going to be participating this year.
Yes. So my predictions in general about World Championships would be, if we are considering top 8, I believe that high chance have to Ron Nutunen.
Ronnie, yeah.
Yeah, and more likely top 3. Yes, this is for sure will be on top 8. And then it will be getting very interesting because it will be interesting about Eddie Nilsson, about
Eddie.
Patrick Peter, because I'm not sure about what will be the performance, what they are going to perform in the World Championships. So I think it's going to be interesting. So yeah.
All right, guys, for you, all of you, what's your predictions? Like, do you have something what you were thinking that some of the players can just shoot out and have really nice spots in the World Championship?
My predictions. I really want to see ex-world champions. I know that ex-world champions have a wild card to this world championship, and would be nice to see all these like Jakob Lindahl and others who was in top like 30 years ago. And
Jakob is living in Australia or New Zealand these days.
Yeah. But why not to come back like in Sweden?
Maybe Stefan Edwall.
Stefan Edwall.
Daniel Valen.
Daniel Wallen, yeah. The old Swedes.
Maybe I can disrupt you, and I wanted to ask Raivis, what is your prediction for yourself? Maybe there is some player that you really want to play in playoffs, and maybe there is someone you don't want to face, like maybe, I don't know, Reiners, or maybe you want to face Eddie Nilsson for some
revenge.
some
time.
revenge.
Yeah.
I think the toughest opponent in World Championships will be Janis Kalnevics for sure.
Thank you, Raivis.
It's clearly because we played too much, and it's pretty much very hard if you are talking about attack.
Yeah, it's very hard to score against each other. So, for example, the first 4 games of the Latvian Championships final this year, I think there was no more than 3 goals from the both of us in the same game. So it's quite hard to score, and like usually we have to surprise each other just to score.
Yes, so I think
Who do you want to face?
to be honest, I don't really care about, but I would like to play some playoffs against Ronnie Nutunen.
Yeah.
It would be very challenging and very interesting one. And of course, I would like to face Eddie Nilsson to get my revenge.
It's getting personal.
No, yeah, and
What do you think about having a quarterfinals against Edgar Steins?
I
really
wanted to do this.
Because I think that for
Some competition.
Edgar's Raivis is quite uncomfortable. Maybe I don't know.
That would be very tough one. Because it also depends how Edgars would prepare
Mentally?
emotionally
Mm.
before the match, and how the game would go. So it's very hard to predict.
Maybe one more question. How do you feel about this club rivalry about Edgar's sides? Maybe he's underestimating you in your matchups. How have you played with him?
Well, actually, do you know that the last time they faced officially in a big tournament, it was in Riga Cup 2019, and Raivis beat Edgars 4-0 in the round of 16.
No, it was round of 16. But Edgar's the first two games he was not really serious. Yes, so it was pretty much surprise for him, and I got very good realization of moments which I had. So it was pretty much I was surprised that I won for nothing. But next time it won't be like this, I'm sure. So very tough one, and I don't know what will be the result of it, but I will definitely try to win it, because my goal is to get the farthest as I can.
I think actually there are no back-to-back champions since which year? Was it like, I don't know, maybe in this millennium? I don't think there are back-to-back.
Who was the last?
Maybe Ronnie Nutunen from like 2005. Oh no, 2005 it was Hans, I think. So 2007 and 2009 it was Ronnie, and from that time I don't think there has not been any back-to-back champions. There are returning champions, for example.
Max did not won two in a row.
Max Borisov won 2015, lost 2017, and then won in 2019. But the champion has not been repeated.
So the last time it was Matanzov, right?
The last champion was Matanzov, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Ronnie Nutunen won in 2007 and 2009.
I had one more question to Raivis. Who you would like to beat in finals more? Would it be Reiners or Edgars?
I think it would be me.
Yes, I would like to. Imagine if we can imagine, then the best finals could be with Reiners, because both of us had never won that kind of tournament, and it would be interesting also for fans, I believe so, and it would be a really great matchup because everybody would fight for a title because they had never won it. So I think it would be more motivation exactly to win it.
All right, let's go to the next section, which will be called a quick questions. So each of you will need to answer a quick question.
Ooh,
let's keep it nice and short, and let's go through and power through. So basically, everyone needs to answer those. What is your toughest opponent?
Jani, you're first.
I believe my toughest opponent is actually a player mentioned before. It is Edgar Seitz. As I always said, this is a player that I'm looking up to, and he's the one player who I actually haven't in Latvia beat in really decisive playoff series.
Rainer?
My toughest opponent, well, I'll give just 3 of them. It's between Matanzov, between Miglinieks, and between Seitz. And the toughest one will be Raivis, I think, because against Raivis, scoring consistently, I've been having very hard time with that. So mentally, the toughest is, I think it's Matanzov mentally. Technically, it's Edgar's. and just with the defensive battle and be like the puck control, it must be Raivis because we know each other's game style so good, and the games are so sometimes slow, sometimes fast, but they still end up like 2-1, 3-2 overtime, even 0-0 after the game, and just overtime 0-1. So it can go both ways for the 1 goal difference. So
Raivis is blushing.
right, he's blushing. He's blushing. Mikus, you?
Yeah, for me it's Hans Osterman.
Tell the story.
Yeah, the story of the viewers is that I played against him like 4 times before this Swedish Master, and I never scored even a single goal in the game. And I thought that I was doing like playing slow, playing fast, and nothing was succeeding for me. But this year, finally, I got him like 7-1 or something like that in Swedish Masters. It was like for the all previous games. So greetings, Hans.
Raivi?
For me, the toughest opponent for sure will be Janis Kalnevics, because very hard to score, to be honest. And
What about Eddie Nilsson?
no.
Heads up, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but no. Because if my attack would be more better, maybe the score would be much better.
What about Matancev?
Matancev, yes, also Matancev is pretty much tough. For Matancev, he has very good defense, but I think I could win. But it depends what kind of shape he is, because on the last 2 tournaments he was not really performing at his best.
Well, I think he's gonna be ready for the World Championships.
Yeah, that's what I want to mention. Be careful with the words because they are watching you. It's a good motivation for them.
Actually, Matancev is a really interesting case. We all can agree that talent-wise, this guy is great, and he's really good, and he's world champion. But this season performance is giving me questions. Yeah, and I believe he's some kind of similar maybe to Ahti Lampi. Because I remember that I was talking with Ahti, and he said that in the first rounds of playoff he's really shaky, and you can take him out early in the playoffs. Maybe when he goes deeper and he feels more comfortable, and he feels that he can take it, then he's...
Have you beaten Ahti in best of 7?
You know that I have, and I have swept him like
4-0
in Riga Cup.
Right.
So Ahti, if you're listening, maybe you remember me. I was the guy who beat you in the first round in Riga Cup.
He couldn't forget that. He couldn't forget that.
So about Matancev, I believe he's gonna be ready, but it's gonna be really interesting if Raivis goes to Eddie Nilsson in the playoffs. So maybe Raivis will eat his words.
Hey Karli, what's your toughest matchup? I noticed you're just trying not to sleep. So, what's your toughest matchup?
My toughest.
Questions.
It is quick.
My toughest opponent would be Raivis, because every time I play, like I can play anybody in Tallinn as well. I showed that basically I can win anybody, and I can play like head to head with anybody. But with Raivis, is basically every game it's 6-0. And or 7-2. So Raivis will be no, not sorry. Like you're just basically so much better. Because we have played so much against each other. So I just need to pick up my game in the blocks and blocks and blocks in a bigger level, so I can compete against you. But I will do. Next question: what is the best advice you have ever received in your career?
Practice, and it will lead you to the result. And once you practice more and more, then you will succeed. Not in next tournament, maybe, but after next. So that's the goal.
Janis?
Yeah, actually, there is 2 parts of the answer for me. One is actually that I gave to one player. It does not mean anything if you lose in series in one game 0-7 if you win next game. This is one. And the second one is like Mikus said, the work that you put in, it's never go to waste. If it is not going out next tournament, it will come after 2 or 3 tournaments maybe, but it's not go to waste.
One of the best advice I've picked up. I don't think Edgar Stites remembers that, but he told me. Well, he probably doesn't remember that. But the more confident you are, the better, even if it sounds stupid. And that's the advice. So when I'm confident, nothing can go wrong.
So fake it till you make it?
Fake it till you make it always works. Just to pretend you're confident, and you'll just somehow manifest it to reality. And
But this is like I'm playing with your father. When I'm scoring lucky goal, he's going all nuts, and I know that I have won the game already. You never show emotions. You can celebrate the goal, but don't show emotions, and keep some emotions for next series, actually.
Exactly. Raivis, what do you think? What's the best advice you've picked up?
The one of the advices which I remember relating about the centrifuge was about that, for example, keep practice till you feel confident about what you are performing. That was very good advice. And also some interesting cheeky, I would say, advices that, for example, which doesn't really make sense. For example, you have to run after the packs, after the face-off if it runs, or I don't know,
So when you lose the puck, you have to always have an extra puck lying around? Yeah? Is that what you mean? Or maybe you have to have a puck in the pocket, so you don't have to run from the first division to the third division to get the puck, like in Slovakia Open.
No, I just remember it from 2013 that it was said by Atis, and that it was pretty much questionable remarks, but it was interesting, and it kind of helped me in the strange way of building the game.
Oh, that's interesting.
That he's motivated that everything, the smallest thing in the table hockey, even if it's face off to make or run after the puck or whatever it is, will go good for you.
So pretty much every small nuance of the game, it has to be polished, and so that's what you meant, yeah?
Yes.
All right, that's very good. Karli, what about you?
I lost the idea of this tip in the last playoffs. I was when I was playing actively 13 years ago. That was my biggest strength, to be patient and to play with my head, and not to rush and not to show emotions. And one of the biggest things what I have done lately is a little bit, it's showboating, just enjoying the game in general, but to give too much emotions outside, as you mentioned before as well. To be focused, you can win any game. You can come back from 4-0 in single game. You can come back from 0-3 in playoffs. And I did it once. I remember vividly. I won Edgar Saulitis. He was leading 3-0, and I won the playoffs 4-3. And that was one of the biggest things I remember, and I have lost it, and this needs to be. I need to bring it back, because the patience will bring some wins.
But I liked the point that Raivis made, which was coming from Atis, that every small detail counts. And actually, as table hockey is getting more and more professional, there is no small things in it. Every face-off, every second that you can get in your favor, it counts. Maybe not in one game, but in a long shot, it's gonna be winning you games and titles.
So that's what's making the difference between top 30 and top 10 players. Just those small details in which the top 10 players are a bit better.
Pro tip: if you are winning, put your goalkeeper aside so it comes in your net in a face-off.
So you can do the face-off.
Extra 2 or 3 seconds there.
Easy.
Yeah.
Who inspired to start to play table hockey?
Miku.
Oh, I have to think. I don't know. It was a very long time ago.
Maybe I can say it was actually big hockey. I was actually a fan of big hockey, and Table hockey was like simulating it on a smaller scale, so it was exciting. But there was no person actually who was inspiring me. I just wanted to prove myself, and table hockey was one of the possible sports where I can do that. So, but the big game was inspiring me.
Actually, I never had any like I don't know. I've never. Oh yeah. You know, this is my cousin. He was once the best player in Latvian table hockey for 3 years from 2000 and I think until 2002. And of course my father. But actually, I've never had like this big star that I'm looking up to in table hockey. Mainly it has been my cousin Janis Kalnevics, and of course my father, and that's pretty much it. Miku?
Yeah. I cannot name one person that inspired me, but it was the whole atmosphere. That my first tournament was Riga Cup. I don't know, 2001 or something like that. And when me and my brother Matis, we went into this big sport hall where was around 200 players. It was like, wow, how is it possible? Like we were playing at home on the table like this, on the knees, and in family tournaments. And it is such a big sport, and it's inspired to move on and to become better and to be in that. I don't know, in top 100 for example, then top 60, top 40, and so on. It motivated to practice and to become better.
Raivi?
My answer could be Edgar Stites motivated and Atis Saulitis also, because I started to train to practice in table hockey in Laimīte after the Sarkandaugava games, where it was like everything like running, a lot of sports. It was like some games. And I thought, I will come to the trainings, and then I started to play. There was only like 4 of us, like Edgars, Sandis, Kristaps Laksniņš, Andris Liepiņš it was.
Mm-hmm.
And after Edgars went to the studies abroad, then it was Atis instead of him. And there was only like 4 players. Also Kaspars Viljums it was.
Ciao, Kasper.
And it was very hard to win all of them because I was at the lowest level possible. Everybody plays in national team, highest legal, and I was like, what can I do against them? That's the only players I'm playing against. And yeah, also inspired in like a motivation. It was like Atis Saulitis, what he offered about national club members t-shirt. In order to get that, you had to get in the highest legal.
Yeah, so basically nowadays everyone just gets their jersey. As like, you get your jersey for the national team, and to the club nobody cares. But back in the times when Raivis started and when I started, at those times we had to earn our jerseys for the national team and for the club team. So
It was for national team.
for the national team,
Qualify for World
So-
Championships.
pretty much, yeah.
If you are in the team,
You know.
prove something.
Well, yeah, you had to be good enough to get the jersey to get to the national team. I remember this pressure coming from from my father, from I think Atis or Edgars at the time when I started to get in the national team in 2014, 2015, and they were like, "Oh, we got you the jersey for the national team. Now it's gonna get super serious. Just go out there and just earn the jersey. You must be very serious." You remember those times, yeah?
I remember only regarding club jersey.
Club jersey, yeah.
Yeah, because it was like mandatory to get in the highest legal, which like motivated me to play better than I could.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was. I remember after 2014, it was in Riga Championships when I got in the the highest legal, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, finally,
Oh,
I'm
finally.
like a full member of this
Limey,
club.
the team. Oh yeah.
So Limeat made it easy for you because for me to get Inchcons jersey, I should have been in top 10 in Inchcons actually.
Oh yeah,
I'm joking actually, but
was it
yeah,
something like that.
it was something like that, and
Yeah.
our jerseys was ranked from rankings in Inchcons League.
The numbers
But,
on the
yeah,
back.
Yeah. We had the numbers, and I remember that I was not number 9, but the number 9 was lucky for me, and I was begging Sandis to give me number 9. I believe that Kaspars Dubovs was number 9, and maybe I was somewhere other. But yeah, my first jersey with my name was from Inchcons Table Hockey Club, and I believe that before actually having some jersey. Not with my name was already cool, but having your name on a team's jersey, it's really important. At least 20 or something years ago it was. Now you can print it yourself and and go out and or buy it, but those times it was something special.
For me, it was my family which brought me into this game. And then afterwards, I saw the players, and my inspiration was Edgar Stites, because the play style he had, I loved that. I wanted to copy that, and as well the manner how he plays always as a gentleman, and he always respects everybody. So that was quite inspirational from my side to see the game, which is quite aggressive, very fast, but in the same time you can be a gentleman, because many players are not.
Where you want to play next year European Championship?
It was in, for me, it's Czechia. Why not Czechia? Czech Republic. What about you?
Raivis.
Oh, okay, Raivis. You're just keeping it to yourself.
To be honest, I would like to have in a non-ordinary place. I would like to have it on maybe Slovakia.
Antarctica?
No. Slovakia, Czech could be interesting. Maybe Swiss, Germany, somewhere like that. Not in Latvia.
Taking in consideration the last time that European Championships was in Valmiera, I would like to repeat that. It was really nice experience, but I actually love to travel, and my favorite destination probably would be Italy. So Italian guys, if you won the tournament, it is possible to get it. Just come and play. Maybe we can give it to you.
Miku?
Yeah. Once I played in Germany and I won there, so I want to be in German European Championship 2026.
Also, beer at registration would not hurt.
Yeah, it would be nice compliment. Karlis.
I would say France or Italy.
2 votes for Italy, so basically done deal. Just
But from the table preparation standpoint, the Czech Republic would be great.
Yeah.
if they
I
do
love them.
put some silicone and center figure.
Oh, they are just perfect.
No, it
They
was
are
silicone.
just perfect.
Okay, so no center no moves needed. So okay.
All right,
Good,
guys.
Good.
This will be it for today. Thank you very much, and see you in the.
And today's word is going to be Cobra in the comment section.
For those ones
Put the snake emoji.
who have been getting until here, it's Cobra. The name of the day. Peace.
Ciao.
Ciao.